Business viability around these is a challenge. Do people have people come across things like these? There's an idea, but financially it's just not making sense. We're not able to get money out of it, and hence do what? So let's look at a real life example which is just a few months old, and let's see how innovation happens in the viability space. So it's a story of a group of students from Thapar University. Anyone from Thapar? Just by chance? Thank you. So around 6 months back, sorry. A group of engineering students from Thapar University were trying to address some problem in the interior design space. Have people here worked with interior designers? Hired an interior designer to do their home? No? So there's one problem that they identified in the interior design space, saying when interior designers and clients interact, there's often a mismatch of communication. There's a lack of communication. Why? Because clients would say, I want a cozy bedroom, I want a lively living room. So their descriptions are mostly inside out. Right? You won't achieve something like this. I've seen a place there and their hall looks beautiful and I want something like this. It's all in that space. When a technician comes in this case an interior designer, they begin to put lingo to it. Such angles in such directions and such mix of colors and so on. And oftentimes that confuses the client, and what the client is talking about is not always translated to the interior designer, and that's a problem. With this, they've come up with an idea that we are going to do a simple software which will look like a jigsaw puzzle, which is this. Let's say this is the room we are looking to interior design. They say there are ultimately different kinds of elements that are going to go into this. The furniture, the lighting, the artifacts, the curtains, and the colors on the walls, and so on and so forth. So let's say there are 5 elements here. In each of these 5 elements, they give you some samples. 5 kinds of sofas, 5 kinds of chairs, 5 kinds of dining tables, and likewise on all these. This now becomes a drag and drop kind of a model. So you drag this here. It begins to look like something, right? Very simple. When this happens, clients are able to visualize, okay, if something like this comes up, it's making sense. Now it looks like what I want to achieve. And the interior designer has a platform to now participate and say, okay, as per my understanding, if I can refurbish the furniture this way, it will achieve what you want to achieve. So this visualization is only helping them communicate better. Firstly, they wanted to understand if this is of value in the market, if this is solving a problem. How do you do that? They took it out in the market. They proposed this solution to interior designers. Majorly positive feedback. They took it to clients. Clients were loving it. Thank God, anytime we've dealt with an interior designer, it's a pain because we don't know what we are describing, they don't know what we are describing, it just doesn't happen. This is helping. They built it into a software. When they started, this was a mix of things. Are people here from the IT background, some of us? You would know how we plug things together to try stuff out there. So what they basically did was get some 2D pictures in place and then use a normal tool to get a panorama view out of it. So you get a feel of what the eventual software would look like, which is what we mean by prototyping a solution, right? So that was the mode they took it out to interior designers and clients with positive feedback on, okay, this is of value, they built the software. Now they're trying to sell the software to the clients, to the interior designers, and as many a software firm have faced, people are not willing to pay for it. Alright, they've identified some value here, but how many of us pay for software? We love mobile games, but we don't want to pay for them. We need Microsoft Office day in, day out, but well, we are Indians and we don't want to pay for that. And there's an interior design software that's not even critical to my life. I am not paying for it. It's as simple as that. So they realized that all the market research and all the working with the user and all was fine, but now we're taking it to the market and bloody no one's willing to pay for it. That's a challenge. I'm opening it up to the group again. What do you do if this is the situation?